picks a basis of this lattice. Well, I mean, it picks a basis of this so that to implement this isomorphism. It chooses an explicit basis here, and it chooses an explicit basis here. And those bases are by no means unique. And in the case of a classical group,
I'm not sure. I think you're getting things backwards. Software knows about C to the N. That's just what it works with. But it chooses the simple roots as a set of vectors in C to the N. That's what it chooses. And that defines your isomorphism. To build a root document, you just choose a set of simple roots and a set of simple roots.
Yes. I don't think that contradicts what I said.
So what did you say?
I'm not going to repeat it.
The point is the software doesn't.
No, so Mark, okay, so what Mark is saying, this is why I love this project, is you get to talk to Mark and get these things straightened out. What the software does literally is it picks n vectors, and the n rows of this column.
Well, not necessarily the semi-simple rank.
Yeah, whatever the correct number is, the semi-simple, it picks these column vectors and declares that it knows that those are the simple roots of this root system in some basis. And in picking those roots and saying, I declare that these roots are the simple roots, it's implementing this, it's choosing this isomorphism. And, I mean, everything here, you're allowed to act by glnz. And so, for example, I could say set RD is the adjoint root datum of type E8, and set GAdd to be the split form of RD. And now if I look at the simple roots of GAdd and the simple co-roots of GAdd, they're reversed. So
Actually, it's the root that would have sufficed. We just asked about simple roots and co-roots. You don't need to do the
just type root datum,
You can do it directly from RD.
but that doesn't show me the roots, does it?
Simple roots of RD.
Oh, of RD, sorry. You're absolutely right. Simple roots of RD and simple co-roots of RD. That's correct. Then I meant and E8, as everybody knows, the center is trivial. So the simply connected group and the adjoint group are isomorphic. So the adjoint group and the simply connected group and the adjoint group are isomorphic. So these are both root data for the same group. They're equivalent. There's a notion of equivalence of root data, and these two root data are equivalent.
Right.
So it's just a change of basis.
Simply, there's an invertible matrix so that if you multiply from the left to the roots and the inverse to the right and the co-roots, it will transform.
Correct.
You can actually find that.
It's not even part of it.
Because one of the two is the identity. Okay, what did you do?
Positive roots.
Roots. All roots.
That's too big. All right. Okay. It's what time did we start? 4:50. We've been going quite a long time. Let's take a break now, or would people like to see a little more, or particular questions? So I was what I was planning to do, and I just can wait till tomorrow, is to start talking a little bit about representations. Like, let's look at the representations of SL2. But I really enjoy talking about groups. So, maybe tomorrow at this time I'll start talking about representations. Questions? Another thing I thought of doing, but it's getting a little bit late, is well, see if I can do this in one step. Let's set alpha to be the highest root of RD. That's bizarre, but that's it. That's the highest root in whatever coordinates it's using.
Those are wonderful numbers.
They are wonderful numbers. Anybody recognize those numbers besides David?
We added them up this morning.
We did? I know I've added them many
One
times.
plus
but-
two plus
Okay.
The average of the adjacent. Oh, this,
Those are the labels on the extended Dickinson diagram of type E8. Let's set orbit equal to the what type? W orbit. So W orbit takes root datum and a rat vector. It gives you a elastic rat vector. So let's do W orbit RD alpha. So as the name suggests, this is the Duval group orbit under this Duval group of type E8 acting on this root alpha. So somebody tell me the cardinality of this set.
You have to multiply those numbers. Actually, you add them up and multiply by the rank.
Anyone? So alpha's a root of E8. I'm asking what's the cardinality of the Duval group orbit of that root? Number of roots. All roots, this rootless system has one root length. All roots are conjugate. So it's the number of roots, 240. The dimension, what's the dimension of E8 again? 248. Rank 8. So it has 240 roots. Okay? So this answers the easy part of the question from this morning. I asked about calculating the volume of orbit on the set of order 256. There's the orbit of size 240. And this morning I was dividing by plus or minus 1, so that was 120. So there's some other orbit of some other size. So what I claimed this morning is that if you take the Duval group of type E8 and you act on the root lattice modulo 2 times the root lattice, which is isomorphic to the cardinality of the set is 256, that R modulo 2R is equal to 0 union an orbit of size 120 union another orbit of size 135. And 0 is the 0 orbit. This is this orbit of 240 roots modulo plus or minus 1. And so there's some other orbit of size 135. Yeah, we're in the root lattice modulo twice the root lattice. So I need to, let's say,
how do you know, by the way, that plus or minus 1 is the only thing that disappears when we divide out by twice the root lattice? The sum of the two roots are never 0, and what they all.
Right, that's correct. Sharp W orbit of the cos roots of RD, bracket 0. No, sorry, sharp W orbit RD. So this is saying, calculate the W orbit with respect to the volume of type E8. Take the positive roots of this root system and take the first root. Well, all roots are conjugate, so this is, that's giving me 240. No matter what number I put in there, I'm going to get the same answer. Okay, so how do I find something else? What do you think? Right, it could be another route. Well, let's just see. 2160. Pardon me?
Apparently it wasn't the root, that's because 1 and 2 are not.
I'm not adjacent, that's correct.
You could,
You're not counting on the 2 R's.
Yeah, that's the problem.
you could probably write a little loop to line up.
Yeah.
2160 is, of course, check before I open it now. It's divisible by 135. And then the quotient is the power of 2.
Another division is the rational number, which is true in almost no company. Back to the
All right, let's leave it there. Well, so the problem is that I need to think a little bit about the right way to. I think if I chose the right element, it would probably come out on the nose. But anyway, let's stop there.
I don't think there are any orbits of flat.
In this quotient?
No,
In the node.
Oh, in the non-quotient. Well, 270. No, maybe you're right. Yeah, you're probably right. That's right. All right. 7:30 at the hotel for who's ever interested. Thank you.